Hey guys, welcome back to the Day Sports Podcast, and back out of the studio into the house this week. But no need to fear, we still got Strongy and Chuck here. How are you, boys? Good, that rhymed. I'm proud of that one.
Yeah, I'm good. 6-1 now.
Do you want to not yell? Do you want to not yell?
6-1. Off, can't.
Nah, it's not soundproof, the house, just so you know.
Yeah, right. 6-1. Can't argue that.
Yeah, can't argue with it.
Probably a lock this week as well.
Yeah, 1-6. You can't argue with that. Yeah. I'll say that much.
Oh, gosh.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, not a good week for your Tigers.
You reckon? Wait, do you reckon we'll get banned if we say P&D? Or
P&D.
P&D.
punters and dribblers? Do you reckon we'll get a letter to go to court?
Probably not. Yeah, all right. Now that before we get into our usual rundown, I want to thank the sponsors, Scape and Connection to Sport, who've been supporting us. I'll leave some links in the description. Just check them out. Thanks for all their support. And Strongy, you got a hypothetical for us this week?
Got a couple hypotheticals, and I'm a big fan of them.
Yeah.
Courtesy of the Eat Your Blay report. First one. Would you rather lose every game in the season, win the wooden spoon? Like I'm saying, you're getting fucking pumped most weeks.
Yeah.
You may have a couple close games, but otherwise you're going like plus 13 or like 40 plus.
Yeah.
Or win every game, be the favourite going into the finals, and then lose in the grand final.
So basically,
Para 01, sort of bit of experience of that. I think Parramatta's 01 season is the best season, like statistically, that a team has ever had without winning the premiership. Look, I know it's sort of
this is like personal. Would you like you're a player?
I would.
You'd want to cop the wooden spoon?
No.
I would cop the wooden spoon.
I'd cop a premiership. Bit of a tangent.
Premiership. You mean grand final?
Minor premiership.
Yeah.
And then
you don't get a trophy for that.
Yeah, but
No, can you remember any minor premiers?
I might be misguiding the point here a little bit, but if you have like that good of a season, you're sort of setting yourself up well for future season.
No, it's just this season.
Just like
I'd still cop it.
You basically do a 2017 Cowboys.
I'd still cop that. I'd still cop. You know.
Nah, I don't reckon I will. Actually, no, I would cop it. I'd probably cop losing to Granny. But
I would be crying for about 3 weeks straight.
Imagine like just knowing like you
yeah,
had
but
it
like
there and
you're
you
crying
lost
for
it.
3 weeks. You're suicidal about round 2 if you're the first option. So
No, because then it's just funny. Like
it's not fun.
after
Kill
10
myself.
weeks, it's just funny.
You probably go through 3 coaches in that season, especially if you're at the Tigers. They would have sacked 4 of them, and you'd be 5th and be round 20.
Yeah.
No, but I reckon like you would be like you wouldn't need to try as much, and like you can just get on the piss. I reckon halfway through.
You're a laughing stock.
Oh, man,
I don't want to be a laughing stock. You know.
Yeah. I mean,
stock when you lose a granny after not losing a game all year.
yeah. G'day Penrith. Yeah. No.
All right, second
Sweet.
one, and this is a bit recent, bit controversial. We'll love to say it. Would you let your daughter date Dylan Brown to get free box seats for the rest of your life?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Give me a number, big boy. Like,
I mean, like we'll know your daughter's going to spend.
oh no. Yeah.
Nah.
Nah, he's a good bloke. Good bloke, eh, Chuck?
Can't be
Great
proven
bloke.
to him.
Mm.
No, but seriously, that was a bit fucking dog by that cunt.
Yeah. Or who films in it?
Who films it?
Yeah, in a bathroom.
But would I
Send him
let
packing.
my
Get
daughter?
packing.
Would I let my
Yeah.
daughter?
Would you, Strongy?
I'm really torn on this one. Yeah, I probably would box seats. Fuck the daughter. I'll sell her off as well.
I mean, he's clearly on a decent bit of coin as well. So
Yeah,
hey,
good
you're
call.
setting your daughter up for a good life.
Yeah, she's
Genetically,
genetically good
Genetically,
looking
you could
bloke.
have good grandkids as well. So
Exactly.
I mean, like, are you the like they're the byproduct of you basically. So you could have been a pro footballer as well.
Exactly.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah, and then your grandkid gets to be a footballer, mate.
Fucking
Yeah.
easy.
and you're laughing at the box seats. You need him for league as well. Like
Yeah, 100%.
general admission. Do you want to be a scrub like that?
Nah,
Or
I want a box
like
seat.
box
Would you pay $80 to go to the Anzac Day match?
Nah, but you have to.
Did you pay $80?
No.
Oh, right.
Someone else did.
Yeah, absolute nothing, dude. But who cares?
I thought it was 30.
That's $80
It was
for a
$80
Wilson.
tickets.
Oh, fuck that. See you at Hamish Carolyn. Could have got them for free if you attended.
Yeah, that was good.
To be fair though, we did get asked to leave 10 minutes after. No, 10 minutes to go.
Why?
There's some Karen in front of us and
Karen.
making some noise.
Did you forget to take your Ritalin? For those that can't see, Chuck's legs going off like no fucking tomorrow.
Yeah, but I would let Dylan Brown date your daughter.
sure.
Let's move on to the.
Give me a dose.
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah, right. Give me a dose. For the fan favourite segment, give me a dose that Sportsbet paying out Melbourne Demons for the premiership already.
Fuck no.
Yeah, like that.
Nah, yeah, I don't know why they do it. I don't get it.
No, I think you said something about to stop them.
Like why? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's because people just load on the Ds. But
Yeah.
you can't bet on them now to win it.
No, you can't.
So I understand why you do it, but like my question is, smart call to buy the bookie, or is it some absolute fucking AFL nuffy doing admin for Sportsbet on the weekend? Oh fuck it, they beat Richmond. Richmond have lost the last 3 games. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like his first day on the job, probably.
Yeah, first day, and he's gone. Oh, I know my shit.
If I was some punter that didn't get paid for some fucking bet that should have been paid off, I'd be fuming. The injustice that Sportsbet don't pay you off, but 6 rounds in or 5 rounds in, whatever.
Yeah.
They go, oh, we'll just pay you off for D's win the premiership.
Oh, doesn't
make too much sense.
But you'd be fucking laughing if you like loaded the shit out of the.
Put like
Oh,
a K. What were they? They were double digits.
Oh, they would have. Yeah, you would have made like 10K.
Yeah, easy.
If you had like $100 on it, easy
Like-
money.
You couldn't pay out Penrith for winning the comp right now.
Why wouldn't you though? Who knows? Could see in a couple of weeks. But still,
That's my point.
yeah.
Who knows? Like, so why are they paying him out?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
I
think
know what you mean. Yeah.
I think it's because they were set at such high odds. That's probably the reason why they already paid them out before. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
No, give me a dose on that. Give me a dose on the IPL happening during a global pandemic, and Cricket Australia's publicising the event.
Oh, like, give me a dose. Like, they did it last year as well.
Yeah, but the thing is, they did it in Dubai last year. I think
Yeah,
they did in the
Dubai.
UAE. They're doing it back with
Yeah, but surely
millions of people are dying.
Like, in India, something like that's going to be bound to happen. Like, there'd have to be some contingencies in place for like,
Yeah, but I
shit
don't know.
goes down. We
Yeah,
we
well,
act-
shit is going down
Yeah,
because there's talk Australia's going to close its borders. So
Yeah.
Andrew Ty's already come home. Apparently, all the Aussie players are going to have to come
Yeah.
back because people want the borders from India shut. I reckon it's a bit weird because we shut all our sport down for a period of time. We had not even remotely near
Yeah.
the amount of cases. It's just IPL trying to grab money.
Yeah,
off
but
the-
like,
Well, I mean,
my
I
point
think-
is,
yeah.
IPL can still happen, but they've got to do it in a way that's
Well, not in
doesn't-
India.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
just-
Not
No,
in India.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the only redeeming factors is the amount of. Well, obviously, cricket it's like a religion over there. So like, what they're saying is like a few hours every night, like during all this pain
Yeah.
at home is.
That's all
giving
bullshit.
relief,
Because
yeah.
there's bullshit. And when you're paying players like $2.4 million to play like 12 weeks of cricket, it's not about like bringing joy to the fans.
Yeah.
So the CEOs can take home bank and root their 6 wives.
And then you argue like, why are Cricket Australia allowing our players to go to the IPL when we cancelled a South African tour?
Yeah.
Is it the
Not a
paycheck,
fan.
or was it
I'm not a fan of
was
it.
it Australian being cats that we're going to lose to a shitty South African side?
No, I think
Whatever it is.
I reckon it's
No.
a bit weird from the players. I reckon it shows it's about the money for them.
Yeah,
a bit
for sure.
contradictory.
It's a
isn't
bit like surely you would have pushed if you're in that like top 16 test players. You'd want to be going to South Africa
Yeah,
more than
for sure.
playing the IPL. Like,
IPL.
who actually gives a shit if you win the IPL? Fucking no one. Especially Aussies.
Oh,
Yeah. No, like.
oh.
I mean, your bank account cares.
Yeah, your
but-
bank account cares. I think also though, like the IPL's run. I think I heard Steve O'Keefe say it the other day. They run by BCCI, who run pretty much world cricket, and most of their revenue is how they pay players during Test match series and stuff like that. Because when we buy home tests, 80% goes back to them to then refund, fund whatever players' salaries and all that kind of stuff. So I can sort of see why they can keep it going, but just doing it in India just makes no sense to me.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Not a fan of it.
Yeah.
Don't give me a dose.
Give me a dose on Justin Langer only picking 17 of the possible 20 Central Cricket Australia contracts.
I'm not. I understand why, because I think it's because he wants to create like
Big
an
competition.
intensity and
Yeah.
competition around it. But I don't get it because we're playing Aussies are playing fuck all cricket between now and the
yeah.
Ashes. Like, why?
Is it just the players not picked in the contract stuff?
So you
they
can-
just not
yeah.
get paid by cricket?
You don't get paid as an essential contractor,
yeah.
so there's like different brackets, it's like A, B, C, D, like terms on your pay.
Yeah.
But it's a bit weird that, like, I think he doesn't want blokes just being in the contracted side and thinking they've already earned their cash.
Yeah.
Whereas he thinks like, I'm going to pay those 17 guys that he's picked now, I'm going to play no matter what.
Yeah.
But the other three, like three big admissions, were
Wade.
Head, and Pekovsky.
Yeah.
So he doesn't want those blokes like sitting there earning bank.
Do you hear?
I think that makes 0 sense. Like,
Reward him a bit. I
Yeah.
reckon. Like who cares? You know what? Like,
So
especially Matty Wade, who's had a bloody
Yeah, Matty
good-
Wade. Yeah.
so are the 17 players getting like a proportion of what the other three
No,
emission
no.
players
So any
Right.
Aussie players can get into get the three remaining central contracts. But how do you prove that? Because there's no cricket unless you go
Yeah,
play
exactly,
county
yeah.
in England. But who's going to go to England right
No,
now?
yeah,
and
no.
who even wants to play county?
Yeah.
Play like second div county.
Yeah. Did you hear how Travis Head found out about?
Yeah.
He was like doing some camping in like remote South Australia,
Yeah.
and like had no service for like I don't know how many kilometers, and he had to like travel so far, and then like,
On top of a hill.
yeah, on
get
top
his
of him, he
phone
was
out.
like holding it off the edge of a cliff, trying to get reception, and then like he got reception, got the thing saying he didn't get the contract.
Justin Lang is gone, I reckon. Give it one more bad summer and he is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a Brad Fittler, just a fucking rare unit.
Yeah.
Coaching aside.
Real rare.
And I think
But
I think some of the good work that was already laid out before
Lang is,
sort of came
Lang
in
is
when
still
you
like,
started coaching.
from what he's done with WA,
Yeah.
he's shown that his methods can be effective.
Mm.
So
He also had like some of the greatest Western Australian cricketers of all
Yeah,
time.
exactly,
In
yeah.
Adam Voges, Sean Marsh, Michael Klinger,
Yeah.
Simon Kadich, like
And it's not a
when he
bad
first
roster.
started
Yeah.
Probs, and a great support network. Like cricket is the biggest summer sport in WA, one of the biggest sports in Australia. Like,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
Yeah.
He's gone eventually.
Yeah.
But I would have picked 20, and I probably would have picked
Yeah.
those three anyway.
I think it
Matt
makes
Wade can
no
play.
sense picking 7.
I can see Pekovsky because he hasn't played that much cricket, but still.
I can still see Matt Wade making it back into the team though.
Yeah.
If he goes, especially if he goes across the county and plays well.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Last one. Oh, yeah, last one. Are we seeing the effects of Johnny Morris being sacked with those first 2 weeks of him going 2 losses, and losing to the Bulldogs as well? That's not ideal.
Yeah, well, you definitely are, but it's not like any of their structure or any jazz like that's changed. It's more just like the mental toll
Yeah.
having a coach sacked has on the playing group. It's more just like a mental thing rather than how they're playing, how their structure's going and stuff like that. Nothing's changed. It's just
It just looks like they're a bit
down,
like,
down
down
the
and don't
dumps.
want to be.
Yeah, I mean-
because when you see a coach get sacked, usually, and you come you come in bottom 4, the team usually comes out
Next
and
week,
wins,
they
or
usually-
put in
yeah.
an insane showing in.
I mean,
And it's just been the exact opposite from the Sharks.
it clearly shows how much he probably like meant to the players and how much they got around him, like how he affected the players there. Because I mean, everyone from the Sharks liked him. Like I don't think there was one bad word from the players. So
Yeah, I mean,
clearly-
Sean Johnson came out the week before and made a public plea to on NRL 360 to keep John Morris.
Yeah.
And he's a guy that's coming off contract on bid bucks, can still get paid big money somewhere else. It's not really what you want. Putting players like that offside.
I've had a little reflection on it. I think John Morris getting sacked is actually pretty warranted. I think from the 2 years he was in tenure,
Yeah, I know. what you mean.
it was like a top 6 or top 6 side he had never beaten. And if you want to, the saying, you take one step back to keep going
2
forward.
steps forward. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever the fuck that saying is.
Yeah.
They're doing that.
Yeah, I don't mind Craig Fitzgibbon being put in, but
Yeah,
It's still the problem is the way
And-
the way it was done.
yeah.
like them throwing the fucking kitchen sink to get Adam Reynolds. I rate that. Yeah, I think
Nah, I don't rate. They've shipped off Chatty Townsend. Where's the sentiment? Where's a bit
it's
of
like
loyalty?
I think it's like this. The Chooks in 2018 they go see you Mitchie Pearce, but they're bringing Cooper Cronk. It's like a home brand version
But
of
there
that.
was
They've
some
gone,
problems
see a
though
chatty,
with
come on,
Pierce.
Yeah.
coming in Adam Reynolds.
But I don't think Adam Reynolds going in because they got Moylan and they got Johnson. And in reality, I
Richie
think Will,
Pearce 2018.
Will Kennedy.
Yeah, for Cooper Cronk.
He was,
No, wasn't it?
he was before
Maloney?
that.
Oh, not Maloney. Who was the halves and
I don't know. We don't.
no 2018 was Cooper.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Sorry,
saying.
sorry.
Yeah.
My bad.
But I think they will, from the media speaking, the talks are like Sean Johnson and
And Adam
Adam
Reynolds
Reynolds are
is
like
the
their dream halves pair.
dream halves parent. So where does that leave Matt Moylan?
Probably.
I mean, Matt
yeah,
Moylan's already on the bench this week. Like,
No, it's because he
No,
injured
he's
his
on the
quad last
extended with his
week.
quad, but
no, but I don't think he's still.
he's injured.
He was playing good footy though, to be fair.
Yeah.
Better footy than what we're seeing out of him
Yeah.
recently. He's been a bit more consistent in the first couple of
But
weeks.
Craigie, I think getting rid of John Morris to bring in Craig, it's a good move.
Good move.
And
yeah.
obviously, we are seeing the effects of John Morris gone now.
Yeah.
But who wouldn't? You've just sacked your coach.
Yeah, but you've lost the. I feel like they've just lost the playing group a bit.
Yeah, it probably has.
So what? But you can't just fix that.
Yeah, but
That's
a change of
serious-
coach is like
but
the first
even if
step of
you-
a rebuild.
Yeah, but even if you want a new coach in, if the current crop of players you have there, which are young and which are pretty good and performing above the level they should be, what if they just go oh fuck this, I don't want to be at a club where the coach could get sacked after we make the top 8 2 years in a row. Yeah. It's a bit of a see how it unfolds the next 2 years, I guess.
Yeah.
So
for
I'm
sure.
saying give me a dose for we are seeing the effects, but
Yeah.
I think it's pretty inevitable you're going to see effects
Yeah.
of coaching. So.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
Yep.
Still pushing for the 8 or no? Yes or no for the 8?
No.
Oh,
No.
Well out of the conversation. Bottom 4,
You
I
lose
think.
to the Dogs.
Yeah, not a
you'll-
chance, yeah.
you should
Agreed.
be almost getting
You've got
relegated.
another dose?
Agreed.
Chuck's got another dose? What was it?
Oh, my dose.
Yeah, your dose.
Outrageous.
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 Oh.
Benji Marshall's in the discussion of being an immortal.
That's raised by
Fucking
Phil Gould.
outrageous.
Just to
I
clarify,
mean-
the great man Phil Gould bleeds blue.
As an immortal, I don't mind it, but calling him a GOAT or even top 5 player, I don't agree with.
Well, that's not what
But isn't
being
that
immortal
what-
is.
Yeah, I don't
immortal is?
mind. No. I think immortal is how
Immortal's not
you
like-
have impacted the game, influenced the
What
game.
if you go for 20 years at NRL and it's no immortals? Someone will still get picked from that 20 years now.
Yeah.
Because it's a thing. They just
Yeah, but-
won't not pick them.
Yeah.
Isn't it it's pretty era restricting? You can't there's Slater, GI, Smith, Cooper Cronk, JT.
Yeah, I don't think Cooper Cronk
You
gets in
can't.
that
You can't.
immortal.
There's so many players
Yeah.
just there that
It's very opinionated, but there's got to be a point where you settle on yeah, that's good enough. You pick it. Because the problem with Cooper, for example, I think he's probably the greatest 7 I've seen. But there's so many other great halves that did his role. Whereas, for example, Benji stood out in the way that he did his role so differently and innovatively.
The thing is, the only reason why do you think if Benji was put into the Melbourne Storm system, for example, with Smith and Slater, do you think he would have really been able to have that sort of impact or
No,
not?
I think that's not the point. I think it's him fucking off to Union and then having those shit couple years after at the Dragons and the Bronx.
They weren't shit though. He was good there.
He
He wasn't the first string 6, but he was.
Was he an immortal good?
No.
Fuck no.
No.
So I reckon if he sort of like a Jared Hayne. I know you go, oh, don't bring in Jared Hayne. I've done it. So
It's
first
not
off-
Jared Hayne
Yeah, but
isn't
if Jared
compared.
Hayne doesn't go to the NFL and he
He
doesn't
hasn't
have those
got it,
off-field
yeah.
dramas, it's the same thing. If he stays
Yeah,
in
but
NRL,
we're trying to compare a
It's
rapist to Ben. Where do you draw the line?
well, yeah.
One's going to be playing touch footy in a courtyard for the rest of his life,
Yeah.
and the other's going to be an immortal.
Speaking of
so-
F1, you excited this weekend, Chuck?
Not across what's happening, but
That's why. If you're not across, we got someone in, our resident F1 expert, Max Nash. How are you, mate?
Good, thanks. Joining yourself, mate.
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. I'm really excited. Wait, what's happened this weekend with the F1?
So this weekend they've just decided that they're going to include the sprint practice sessions. So what's going to happen is what would usually happen is on the Friday it would be all practice where they get the data and statistics for the car, and from there they'd sort of decide how they're going to set up the car. And instead of that, the qualifying would be on a Saturday. Usually they brought the qualifying back, which is usually the exciting bit on a Saturday.
It's interesting. Like I wouldn't have thought they would have done it like on such short notice. Really, like sort of come out of nowhere a bit.
Yeah, it has. And apparently all the drivers seem to want to do it, but I think it's more of an attempt to sort of bring the guys from lower in the field up, because what you'll see at the start of a race, you might see someone from the back of the field jump, I don't know, 10, 12 places. And then by the end of the race, they're back to where they started. So I think it's sort of an attempt to try and bring the other guys back up.
Yeah, for sure. Who do you think's going to excel this weekend from that? I reckon Maxi Verstappen. I think he'll dominate that.
Yeah, I think if it's sprint qualifying, I think Verstappen's got it.
Yeah.
But I think for the race, based on the track, I think Hamilton's going to be all over it this weekend.
You reckon with still that obviously they're not as quick as Mercedes, quick as Red Bull this year. Do you still think Hamilton is going to get up this weekend?
Yeah, I think based on the track, a lot of the time when it's windy, there's only one full DRS straight this weekend. So I think if it was a straighter track, that's where Verstappen is a lot better. He's renowned for his late braking moves, but yeah, I'm saying Hamilton this weekend.
All right.
As a nuffy, how does this sprint session make like such a big difference? Because I've seen it's been widely talked about, but how's it going to like make a big difference to how people perform or where they place and stuff like that?
Well, the whole point of it is that the sprint race will decide the qualifying, and the qualifying will decide the grid for the sprint race. So what they're trying to do is have the grid different. They're trying to pretty much close the gap between the top two teams, which are Mercedes and Red Bull, and then bring up the bottom three teams like Haas, Williams, Aston Martin, even AlphaTauri. They're trying to close that gap.
Yeah, we're all about close the gap.
Closing the gap. Let's get those death rates down.
Get them down, Nashi. Get them down. Help me out, mate.
Thanks, Nashi. Anything lined up this weekend for you?
For me, no, I might have to have a quiet one. I had the
No, you fucking won't, mate.
No, you
won't.
I had the classic
load of bullshit, that one, but
a quiet one for Max is
Mistake
a
of
pretty
going
big one
down
for
there
everyone
again.
else, I reckon.
Yes.
Yeah, so all right, thanks, Nashi.
Cheers for having me.
Yeah, moving on. Your little seggy, Strongy Surf. What are you off this week?
I'm very off boxing. Just in general.
Yeah.
Two big fights. Yeah, I'm a bit off it. Two big fights. One, well, big is an overstatement. Money is not. They were both money fights.
so like prize fighting.
Prize fighting, yeah, but why can you do that in professional sport?
Yeah.
You just put in a dent in the reputation of every other boxer or any fighter in any form that's ever done it before them. It's just ruining the reputation. Like, you watch it, it's so obvious. Askren, like, has a massive chin. Like, he literally, physically does. Mentally does as well. I've seen that man get fucking pounded on the deck. Like, he's copping some big black juicy cock on the porn set. And he just copped one on the chin from fucking Paul, and he's gone straight to the ground. And he's gone to sleep. And then after the fight, he's like laughing with his wife. You know why? Because he earned $1 million. That's more than he's ever won in a single fight, in championship fights in the UFC.
Yeah, but like,
that's why I took the fight.
Yeah. Oh,
it's just like the nature of boxing. You don't need to be good to draw eyes on yourself. Like if Jake Paul and Ben Askren played a tennis match, like who gives a fuck? It's just like
I think it's more the thing that you get to see someone hit the deck or someone get the punch in the
it's like
face.
celebrity
And
tennis,
what-
but we don't call it tennis.
Yeah.
It's celebrity tennis because it's fake.
Yeah.
No one, you're there for entertainment. When you say, oh, it's a boxing match, like a legit professional fight, and then you have two blokes go out that aren't boxers and throw hands at each other, it's just a fucking joke, especially when one hits the canvas and doesn't get back up.
Oh, yeah.
I have no issue with prize fighting. Like, if people want to watch it, it's their choice.
Well, they're just a bunch of gimps then.
It's when, like, for me, if there's proof that there's zero chance of it being rigged, like, I reckon both Paul Gallen and the Ben Askren fight, I reckon they're behind the scenes.
There's something
dodgy.
mate.
I'm more for the Gal fight.
I think the Jake Paul fight was set up for Jake Paul to win, and the Paul Gallen fight was set up for Gal to win, because like if they lose,
their careers are over.
their careers are over.
Well, like the thing with Gao though is like, I get Gao hasn't lost, but can he actually box someone that's not in retirement? I'd really enjoy that. Like, why are
Yeah.
you boxing people in retirement?
Yeah,
they're
I mean,
in retirement.
he's come out.
But
To,
he's still a
to be fair,
boxer.
he has come out and said he's only fighting for money, like, which is okay if you're coming out and saying it. Like, I don't mind if.
Gal has.
Yeah,
Still
Gal
a
said
boxer.
he only fights for money. Like, that's the main reason he fights. It's not to get
100%.
a title.
Yeah.
Nah,
That's what prize
I
fighting
don't
is.
rate that.
Yeah.
It's a professional sport. You just ruin it.
Like, if I'm watching the league and a brawl comes on the league, it fucking makes me put 2 eyeballs on the screen.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
It's
because
just
you
the
got
nature of
because you got
someone-
2 brain cells as well. You big fuck.
Yeah, but it's just like sometimes people who can't box is more entertaining than people that really can, who are really technical and know how to defend themselves because they're just. You know,
I understand that.
right-handed.
Still, don't throw the fight though.
Yeah. Oh, throwing fights in private.
I'm
Yeah.
saying, like, I'm not saying. I'm just saying it's put me off boxing. I'm not saying I'm off prize fighting when it's acknowledgement. I'm off people throwing professional bouts.
Yeah, like yeah,
It's match fixing.
and it's very hard. Like you can't really like say you can't prove that he was. It's very easy to do it. Like you can't prove that someone was
yeah, because like,
fixing
you
the
put
fight.
one on the chin, you go down. Like it's like fair enough.
Yeah.
But it's like there were signs in both fights that like maybe it wasn't really like there
Yeah.
wasn't 100% being.
Oh, I
given.
disagree. Ben Askren got
Yeah,
clocked.
he-
And Brownie got clocked. But it's
yeah.
like behind the scenes. Did they actually put effort in their
Yeah,
training
exactly,
camp? Did they, you know,
I'm
were
fine
they
with-
they paid an extra incentive to lose? They didn't. It didn't look like they took a dive, but
I'm fine
They
with
could've,
I'm
you
fine
know.
with Brownie getting paid, like not training. I don't give a fuck about that. Like people don't train for tons of professional sports, and people just don't do it. I care that like the Ben Askren one hits the deck, wants no effort to get up. Then after he's seen with his misso, laughing about it and being like, oh, I don't really give a fuck. And they had what was his name? That fucking comedian doing it.
Wasn't what comedian?
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, wasn't Snoop Dogg?
Snoop Dogg was a
And
commentator,
then
and
Oscar
then
De La Hoya was running it like fucked off his face.
no, there was a guy doing all the behind the scenes interviews. He's super famous. I've completely forgot his name. But it was just a huge piss take. And he was taking the piss out of it as well.
Yeah,
But I was a bit off that.
Yeah,
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
As any prize fighting, as long as it's not rigged,
Okay.
good on them.
Yep. Next Eggy. It's your time to shine.
Yeah, chuck it in your multi. I've gone purely value.
Purely value.
Purely value. That's my motto, I guess. Just
Sorry, let's go back. How did your last multi go that you gave to the listeners?
I lost
that I
first
gave
week.
to listeners or
Yeah.
that I put on.
No, the one you gave to the listeners.
Didn't do too well.
So you're selling dreams and not riding them yourself.
Oh no,
That's what you are.
Oh,
You're a bit of a
no.
fucking fraud here.
you're a fraud, mate.
Mate, every multi you say you got to put on.
Mate, 3 people in the street came up and they're like, "I'm homeless because of that." I put it on, and you're not backing them. What's
Look,
going
sorry,
on there?
boys, but you got to, you know, you can't win everything, you know. But look, at this one, I think that multi I put on was valued at like $3 or something.
All right, so
This one's a bit better.
What's
That's all
I
I
would
say.
not say $3 is value.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
now you've
I've
changed your motto.
transitioned.
Yeah, okay, good.
I've transitioned.
Hit us first
I've
leg.
hit the drawing board and transitioned to purely value now. 4
First leg.
legs at $12.93. I've power played her
Yep.
to 14.08.
Yep.
The 4 legs. Well, I guess it's
Four.
two. It's 2 legs.
It is 2 legs.
It's 2 legs, but I put it in as 4, so I've kind of fucked up there. But
You're
How do you do that?
You're one of those gimps.
no, because like you know,
You're one of those gimps that does the head to head and then
Yeah.
does the fucking
Yeah, I've
line
done-
and
I've
then
done
does
that.
the
You know it
margin.
doesn't change.
I know, but like I was just like trying to weave my way.
You're the
through it.
smartest, dumbest cunt I know.
Look, you can say that now, but once you hear it, you're going, hang on. hang
Okay,
a
go on.
All right, so first leg, South 1-12 over Canberra, resting Josh Papali.
Only 1 to 12.
Is he rested? I missed that in the. No, he's on the bench, isn't he?
No, he's gone.
He's
He's
gone
out
for Tarpany.
Yeah.
But like, you can't count the Raiders out. They're a great side.
I think in
I'm
big
starting
games.
to count the Raiders. I've made this tip as well. I made this tip as well at the start of the year. We were talking about the Raiders, and I said Raiders on the down, and you guys are like, nah.
I had him in my top 4 this year, but
oh, fuck no, I didn't.
They're just gonna
I had them
scrape
outside the
it.
top 6, but they're still a good side.
My
South
top four
1 to
was
12
looking-
was value. It was
Delightful.
like 288.
I reckon they're 13 plus for sure.
Well, I disagree. I think
Anyway,
it'll be 1 to
and
12, and
next
then
leg?
Manly at a line of plus 14.5.
I reckon they win. No, I'm not gonna lie. I reckon
Nah.
they win.
Well, if they win, I win. So
Yeah,
It's at Penrith.
I don't.
Oh
I
no,
know.
it's at fucking the Sunny Coast.
So it's in Bathurst. I'm pretty sure. Aren't they going down?
Oh
down to
yeah, it's at
Bathurst,
Yeah.
but Manly have looked a completely different side
Mate,
with Tom
Tom
Trbojevic in.
Trbojevic. Oh
And-
my god.
Penrith haven't looked that convincing the last 2 weeks.
Yeah,
They
we'll
were
get
pretty-
to that.
They've iced the cake though. Like this.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
the thing.
like-
they've
like-
they've like.
Oh, they
creamed
played
all
pretty
over
good
the
against.
Yeah,
cake.
but like, what I'm saying is, yeah, they should win, but do they win by more than 14? I don't know.
No, I think it's
I don't
good.
know.
I
And look,
back the call.
For those,
I
for,
like
for
this
those,
multi.
for those 2 legs at $14.
That's
like-
good. Yeah, that's good.
I mean, they're
that
both
is-
50, they're both. I think they're both very 50-50.
Yeah, but like
But for 14
for-
bucks,
yeah.
for
that's
14
good,
bucks,
yeah.
50-50s are like
50
cheers,
should be
boys.
like $2.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So look,
Rodent Sports or whatever.
Thank you
bookie
to Sportsbet.
decides to use at your discretion.
it is presented by Sportsbet too. That bet.
$14.
Mate, shut the fuck up.
Sound like a $2.
Yeah.
Chuck, it's whatever bookie you want to use at your discretion.
Yeah, whatever
Or
bookie.
the punters.
We don't care what bookie you use.
Unless you want to give us free bonus bets, we'll take that. Just wink. Yeah, wink.
Yeah, but South 1 to 12, Manly plus 14.5 line at 14.08. If you use the power play, book
Eating
her in.
seafood this week. Eating seafood this weekend with that multi.
I'm fine dining tonight. Well, not tonight, but at the end of the weekend.
At the end of the
we'll
week.
Fine dining option.
I'm very toey for the weekend, though. Speaking of that, I just want to see footy again.
yeah.
All right, so yep,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
Chuckers.
Chuck
Chuck
it
it
in
in
your
your
mouth.
multi.
All right. Hectic. We'll get on to the rundown. NRL
Preview.
preview. First game of the round. Raiders v Souths. Raiders obviously coming off that loss to the Cowboys. Just what happened? Like where have they gone? Where have the Raiders gone?
Well, we've seen Ricky point out individuals.
Yeah.
Their key individuals have not been playing to the level they were last year,
Yeah.
and I think that it's their key individuals. They're Papalis, they're Jack Wydens.
It's a bit of the same. I'm feeling with the Raiders.
Yeah.
Like they were in the premiership window.
They've gone now.
Are they out of it?
Yeah.
Because it's just so much. This players are there. Like they've changed the roster,
Yeah.
but it's not like they've lost. They've lost world beaters for like what could be world beaters. Like Johnny Bateman, huge loss. Hudson Young was playing well on the edge. He's not playing well on the edge right now.
No.
And then some of the boys, it just looks like there's like a bit of a change in scenery needed.
Yeah.
Or some spark, because I'm not seeing the spark at the moment in the Raiders.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
He's trying not to piss himself over there. Not too sure why.
just how Chuck it
I can South without
Yeah.
Latrell evens the playing field a little bit.
No,
Oh,
it
okay.
doesn't. It
So
doesn't.
don't-
I mean, Benji in, but like,
So Cody's actually gone to 1 this week, which is interesting.
Well,
Yeah, I
was
mean,
there
he
last
did
week.
play one last week.
I think
He
he
like-
Johnson
he-
rotated.
No,
No,
he
no,
played
he-
one.
but, like, it was a late switch,
Late
but-
switch, but he was playing one last week,
I
and
reckon Bennett was going
No.
their code the whole time.
Yeah.
Back, so
Oh,
I mean,
it was-
that was a cracking game. That
that was a very
South
good
Ra-
game.
Titans.
Raiders are desperate for a bounce back, but that's why I think the margin's going to be 1 to 12.
I think that. Yeah, I think that South's game. How they came back from 24-6 was it at halftime down?
24-6. Or no,
Mate.
24-10, I believe.
No, I think it was 24-6.
At one point, I think.
game of the season so far. It was a cracker.
Oh,
I was watching.
very
I was
good.
watching it
Very
with
good
a
game.
good
So
mate of mine
good.
who's a Raiders fan, and it was great.
What's their name? What's
What's
their
the
name?
name?
Jonathan Krieger.
Oh, he's a fucking nuffy.
Fucking flop. That's a
Hey, former guest on the potty.
If former guest.
Former guest.
And
never,
rightly so,
never
he's a
again.
former guest.
Former guest. There's a
For a
reason
reason.
it's former and not current.
Yeah. he's been
Oh
us
yeah,
all
the
week.
big four is down to the.
At John, go fuck yourself. In your shit fucking rugby team.
Yeah. So prediction: Souths 1 to 12.
I'm gonna go Souths 13+. I think Benji's performance last week, turning back
I'm
the clock.
so tired. I'm so tempted to go the Raiders. At
Really?
GIO, could be on, but
After a
Nah,
Ricky
yeah.
Stewart spray, that'd be up for
I
it.
think if they lose again, like they're a bit fucked. They're a bit like,
I don't think if they
they're-
lose this week, I mean they're going up against the premiership.
but
over
yeah,
the
but it's like you lose this week and you're kind of conceding that you're probably not going to win the
They're
premiership.
resting Josh Papali. What the fuck are they doing?
I mean
Nah, it's
something's
not
going to
resting.
change.
It's
It's
not
just an
resting.
attitude
It's
thing.
Josh has been dropped. and
I mean,
Ricky's
Ricky
not
Stewart
saying.
said Josh needs to go find the old Josh, but
He does.
yeah, he does.
He needs to be a big minute player, I
Yeah.
reckon. Josh needs to have a tank. I don't think
Yeah.
he's got a tank.
No.
Like when you're that destructible and that you're that good, you need to be on the field as much as you can.
yeah.
And he's just not.
Yeah, but then the argument's like when you're on the field for longer, it impacts.
Nah, I don't believe in that. That's bullshit. The longer you're on the field, the bigger the impact you have.
Just where were we? We'll just move to the next one.
We were just on.
No, we weren't.
Arjun
No, we weren't.
Fucking
No, we weren't.
being the nuffy he is, saying
Johnny
Tamalolo.
thinking that Tamalolo's played for the last 2
I've
weeks.
had to correct him
Hey, boys.
as the gentleman I am.
Hey, you
Just
can't-
let you remind he hasn't been playing for a while.
Yeah.
And he's re-injured.
Thanks, boys. Thanks for your support.
good.
It's been a tough week for me. All right.
Yep.
Next game, Storm versus Sharks.
13 plus.
Mate, there's not a chance that Sharks get close in this game.
Sharks used to turn up. Like, this used to be a good
No,
game.
but this, I
2
would
years
say,
ago, this would be game of the round.
2 years ago, I'd say Sharks. Like Sharks,
Nah, not 2 years ago. They'd win.
Maybe
no, they did
5.
win 2018. That was the only loss Storm, I think, in the regular season.
So 2 years ago was 2019.
Sorry, yeah, I'm very off this podcast. Sorry, boys. Yeah,
It's all right. You got us 2 years.
Yeah, I know. I got.
Carry
us through.
moral
Yeah.
support.
Yep.
Yeah, they've just fallen off. And speaking of not falling off, Jerome Hughes, how good is
Round.
How
What was it? Jerome Hughes 4 tries.
4 tries this in the first half? Mate.
He's having a blinder. He's so good. We've said it last
Well,
couple of weeks.
I think
Criminally
that was
underrated.
his, from like the form he was in last year. I think that was like he wasn't quiet, but he was
He was
not playing to
good
the
last
level he
year.
was last year. But then
He's
Wow.
put another gear
Wow.
in,
Yeah, him and Munster started turning up a
and
bit more.
and Brando and Hazard.
mate. That
Oh,
honestly, Harry Grant. When do you think Harry Grant starts over Brandon?
if they
Don't
keep
think-
winning, he may not.
It might not.
It doesn't really matter. Like, he's
I-
playing
I-
good minutes. So
I,
is
I
Brandon.
know last week we said Brandon Smith might be off somewhere. That's the only reason why I don't think Brandon Smith's going anyway. I think
He's
they-
leaving.
do you reckon?
There's no way he stays.
I think if
I think
Storm
he
can see
stays.
the value in having both of them in,
Yeah, I think.
if the
Try
money's
sell,
there,
Try sell that vision, though, to both of them.
But I think he's. I don't
Why
think
would
he's
Harry
big
want
on
to
the money.
stay, though?
like Harry Grant's stocks are still rising,
No,
even though
it's-
he's not playing full.
It's not
full
about.
game
It's not
time.
about the cash. I don't think it's about the cash for either of them. I think it's a bonus. Try and sell the vision to both of them for 4 years. They're going to be a
But
1-2
do you think?
punch and not play 80
yeah,
minutes.
but are you saying like with that Harry Grant's origin chances?
No, I'm not saying his
Harry
origin
Grant's,
chances.
Harry Grant's starting
I'm
9.
just saying
I
as a
don't-
player,
yeah.
you want to play 80 minutes. Like, that's always been a thing. Why would you want to only play 50 minutes when you could play 80 at another club that is still pushing for a premiership in the next 2-3
But do
years?
you who? Okay, so say, I mean,
They've got to pick
Panthers
one.
won't pick him up. I don't think.
Most
They've got Appy.
premiership
Oh.
contenders have a good 9 already.
Souths won't pick him up.
Power
They've
won't
got
pick him
Cook.
up.
Power won't pick him up. They've got Reed Marnie already.
It would.
Outside
It
that,
would be a shit club paying overs for one of
yeah.
them.
I think he could go to the Titans. Still think Brandon will end up at the Titans.
Yeah, but they're not a prem.
You got to realise, though, Appy's 31, 32. Damien Cook's 31. Reid Marnie's the only young one.
Yeah.
Josh Hodgson's young. Not young, he's old.
Yeah, but they got
He's
Tom
getting-
Starling in for their.
Yeah, but that's a big difference. Like, hypothetically, if they want to test the waters, there could be a bit of a hooker merry-go-round.
Yeah.
If they wanted to go to a top club and not take huge coin,
Yeah.
easily, I would take Harry Grant at every club over every hooker. If I was running a club, I'd say get Harry in his next 10-year player, win a premiership.
I disagree with that. I'm not. I wouldn't be if I was on the South board going, hey, let's get rid of Cookie and bring Harry Grant.
To be
if
fair,
Harry Grant
I think
came to
if
market-
there was 6 players who need $1 million, who deserve $1 million, I think Harry Grant is one of those players.
No,
I reckon he's $1 million
no.
player.
No.
I reckon he's $1 million player for
You're
sure.
paying overs then. You're paying well overs.
There's
I reckon
not-
he's.
I don't think there's many worth $1 million.
I'd say the main people, in my opinion, who are worth $1 million. Tedesco's worth $1 million. Tom Trbojevic is worth $1 million.
Yeah, worth $1 million is different to do you pay them $1 million to be in your team though?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I'd pay Tedesco $1 million to be in my team.
No.
Trbojevic $1 million to be in my team. Harry Grant $1 million to be in my team. That's
Depends
like,
the team.
and maybe Latrell as well to be $1 million.
It just
my
fucks
team.
your roster though. It fucks your cap space. $1 million.
Yeah.
It's like 8.2. You get 8.2 million.
I don't know.
Prior to COVID, it was going to be 8.2.
Yeah, but it's
That's an eighth of your cap space on one player. A 32 man, 26.
27.
27.
Yeah.
30.
I
Yeah.
don't like. I understand why players would want to be paid $1 million, but if I was a player, I think like what Angus Crichton has done is the way that you win a premiership, which is you take less money
Oh yeah,
for a
for
certain
sure.
amount of time to
Yeah.
get other people in,
Yeah,
to give other people the money
You
they
win,
need
yeah.
or deserve, or to get other people to the club, and then like when your time's right, when you're literally right in your peak,
yeah.
or if they want to back end your deal like in terms of your age and give you money later
Yeah.
on.
Well, I mean, I don't
then
think
do it.
Teddy was on $1 million till last year or the year before.
No, he was. Oh,
Do you no, I think
he was,
he was.
over 900. Yeah.
Oh,
Not straight away.
When
he
He
signed from the
recently
Tigers, mate.
recently re-signed.
yeah, because I think they had to bring in Cronk, Kiri, and Latrell was there
Kiri
as well.
had been there for a while though, post 2015.
Yeah, but I'm saying all those players took pay cuts, obviously, to
Yeah.
keep all the good players in. Anyway, we sort of diverged a bit. Storm 13 plus.
Yeah. Storm win comfortably.
Yeah. Broncos Titans.
Game of the round, Queensland Clash. Couldn't give less of a fuck about who wins a Queensland Clash, in all honesty.
Oh,
I
I
just
just
never
I
have.
like watching the Titans play now. Like,
I like the Titans,
Yeah.
but there's something about two Queensland teams that rubs me the wrong way.
Tell you what, David Fafita is a good captaincy option for this round.
Don't get me started on Supercoach. I'm fucking so off that.
I think
Fafita's
Oh.
been fucking one
I beat,
one man.
I beat Jackie by 2 points on after updates. I was 2 points behind going into updates. Got a
I
little
got
full point.
fucked over. Fucking Tohu Harris
Didn't
got
play.
ruled
I brought
out
him
last
in.
minute, and he was playing at the end of the round, so he couldn't really do much.
I brought him in.
And I
I
lost.
brought him.
But-
I had 4 starters out. My whole
Yeah,
bench. My whole bench was DNP.
Yeah. I had 3 people playing on my bench and I had 2 people who didn't play in my starting. Spencer Linu and came in, and one of the Warriors blokes came in. I had Kalung Matangi on my bench. Quick 120 points from him on the
And
weekend.
he didn't
Didn't make the cut.
yeah. But with Broncos Titans,
Like,
Broncos look in fucking shambles.
I mean,
they
they've-
look so
They've
bad.
ditched
against Parra.
Dearden. They've
mean-
ditched Dearden.
I mean,
Where's
it's
going?
because he signed for Cowboys, and they brought in
Tyson
Gamble.
Gamble.
Tyson Gamble.
Bit of a gamble.
Bit of a punt, yeah.
Tyson Gamble's not good, mate.
And apparently Milf's been fucking
Milf was
milfing up in
No, Milf was average.
in New South Wales Cup.
He was
No,
not
no,
Queensland
no,
Cup.
no.
He was
Milf was
average,
average.
in the Queensland Cup.
Kevy
apparently
came,
the second game he was good.
Yeah,
but
but
Kevy
no.
came out and said he wasn't up to quality to
in
play, and
Queensland
then
Cup.
1 week he's done it. Kevy's going to get the sack. There is no
I don't
way
think,
Kevy.
don't think Kevy gets sacked.
I've heard like
I think
there's like a sweeping of their
Banner.
whole
Yeah,
roster,
for
and there's
sure.
like 18 players that they want
squad
to get rid
overhaul,
of,
Yeah.
and that gets me concerned. Apparently they're going to pay mega overs for Mitchell Moses, and we won't be able to match that. So
Yeah. Well,
But
I mean, anyway.
Broncos to lose 12 plus.
So Titans 13 plus.
Titans win, yeah.
Yeah, 13 plus. David Fafita's going to score a hat trick. Panthers v Manly. I think this is probably the game of the round. 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, this was Panthers 13 plus for sure. I mean, it happened 40 to 50 to something.
Yeah.
But now Tommy Turbo, mate, what? I don't think I've seen a bigger impact from a player since probably Jared Hayne 09.
Yeah, how can you make fucking DC all of a sudden a gun?
A gun, yeah, just
Again, and Jack Trbojevic a gun. Again, Sabi's tearing up.
Honestly, it's
Like
Same problem,
Second leg of Chucker's multi. It's going to be a close one.
I think it's touch and go how Manly actually go on the weekend. Like
Yeah.
Tommy can only do so much, and he's had an impact in the 2 games. But I think playing against Panthers is a completely different ballpark.
I think what you said last week was, is Tommy a 40-point turnaround?
Well,
I think he actually he is close to a 40-point turnaround.
Fuck.
I don't. If you take Tommy out against the Titans,
Tommy doesn't do that every week though. That's the problem.
he's doing it most
It's like a
weeks.
placebo thing though. Just knowing
He-
you're seeing
he-
Turbo
seeing Turbo
lace
team,
up
I
the
reckon-
boots. You're going.
Yeah, right there it goes. Anyway,
So there's the camera off now.
yeah. I mean, we've done more than half of it with the camera on, so that's all good. Oh, that's my bad, boys. That is my bad.
What about the other camera?
I don't know. It said out of charge after I had 2 when I put it on, so I don't know what's to go there. Anyway, we'll carry on. We'll just put a nice little photo up. What we're saying, Manly Tommy he's a placebo that he makes everyone around him like feel comfortable. Like
Yeah.
probably played better than their potential. Like
But
really.
Manly's forward pack's just not good at the moment.
Yeah, but
I think like I don't know.
It's a shit forward.
I don't even think.
It's a terrible.
Watch the
forward.
first 30 minutes of the Tigers game, and that was the Tigers.
yeah.
In reality, most other teams, I think, in the comp at the moment
Dust the Tigers.
would have put on
I
about
can dust them.
4 tries in that 30 minutes the Tigers played. They dominated the game. That game, the result on the weekend should never happen if Tigers put more points on the board early.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not
Tigers
sold
did
on
dominate
Manly.
for that first 20, 25 minutes.
They scored in the 29th off a runaway try
Yeah.
from a bomb. Then they went wide, and it was a 60-meter try.
Yeah.
Like I'm not sold on Manly. I don't think their roster's good.
Yeah,
Got problems.
but it's you're the biggest nuffy to say they're not improved with Tom.
Yeah, no shit, they're not improved. But
I mean, they definitely go from a
Hey.
bottom 4 side to a top 8 side with some in.
And I think going back to the game, like Penrith have looked not underwhelming, but you know they should have capitalised more against the Knights. So I think it was only
Yeah, they
24-6
blew about
and they-
4 tries.
Yeah, and then Broncos they actually almost lost, and they're fucking wank. So
Yeah.
yeah, I just
yeah, you'd go.
Panthers are still on the younger sides in the comp. Like they're gonna,
Who gives a fuck about youngness for
they're
1
gonna,
week?
they're gonna learn. They've got to learn to like continue to do this and turn up week in week out. And
I mean,
not get
I
that
think
mentality.
it's better that they sort of have some bad weeks where they start winning. Because last year, I don't think they had a per se bad week. Even that Para game that they lost going into the that they lost, like they should have won that match. Like they were playing very good, and Para just had a bit of a blinder with Wonga Blake having to blind in that match. But I think by having a few bad matches, like it's not too bad. Like
You can keep winning.
yeah, if you can keep winning.
Yeah, but like if you're going to play Penrith,
you're gonna have to turn up.
yeah,
Big time.
yeah,
For sure.
Like this is the game that goes. Are Manly actually a threat?
To the 8, not a threat to the comp.
Well, you know, yeah. Well, if you
They're in
beat
the
Penrith,
8.
you're a
I'm
threat.
saying they're in the 8. for
Yeah.
sure. What's
Um,
your tip on this one?
Manly to not lose by more than 14.
No, like give me Panthers 1 to 12.
Penrith 1 to 12.
Okay.
Yeah, Panthers 13 plus just.
I'm gonna go Manly 1 to 12. I think I'm sold. I'm sold on Tommy Turbo. Next game of the round, Dogs v Para. Dogs coming off a win. That'll do the word of confidence for them. But yeah. Oh, did they come off a win?
Yeah.
Yeah. They beat
the
the Sharks.
Sharks,
Yeah.
18-12.
Yeah.
Bit of a thriller that one at the end.
Yeah,
It was
But-
a good game.
But again, coming off.
It's a
against
training
Para.
session.
Yeah,
Not
Para-
for the doggies though.
Yeah.
It was,
Para
yeah.
2 training sessions in
It's
a
a
row.
fucking rape session for the doggies.
Oh god.
Get the
We all-
green whistle or whatever it is.
We all know which one of your halves are going to be turning up for that, man.
Oh, we can't say it's pretty.
We'll be
I
scoring
assume
on
it's
and off the field.
Yeah, but it's not consensual. This one.
No,
This
it's
is a
not.
fucking-
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I mean, Parramatta, they looked fantastic against the Broncos. Like, regardless of how Brisbane performed, that left side of
yeah. The right edge looks shit. And,
Yeah.
It like when you say it was a training session, we sort of literally made it a training session for like 20
Yeah.
minutes and we stopped going. to
The
screen.
right,
We were
yeah.
like, hey, just shift it right.
yeah.
It didn't
That
work.
that match could have easily been 64.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah, but the right side is a bit questionable, and
No, I mean,
against the good sides, if we become predictable, could be an issue. But
you're up against the Dogs this week, so not
and
too
our
much
forward
for
pack
us.
has been very good.
Very good.
Very dominant.
Isaiah Papali'i, we've said it, mate, by the season. He's been so good.
Talk about Chuckers multis being value. Fucking Parramatta's bored buying Papa. That is value.
You know what is value? Isaiah Papali'i to score. He's been
Yeah,
he scored for the last like 5
Look,
weeks in a row.
if you want to use the sports bet special, 3 game, same 3 legs of a same gamer, and 2 go up, 1 down. Do the 2 that are confirmed, the green ticks already, and
Yeah.
then you put the 1 in that's questionable, Pap to score.
It's not questionable. He's
Yeah.
in a,
I'll just run a cheeky little line on the right edge.
yeah,
Right,
Every
left
game.
edge.
left edge.
Sean Lanes.
Right.
No, Sean
Sean
Lane's
Lane
on.
played left on the weekend.
No, he didn't.
Oh, he didn't.
He was bad.
Do you think? Are you
Papali'i.
trying to question me, mate? Are you trying to fucking question
What
me?
edge does Ryan Madison play on?
Left edge,
But, yeah.
but they swapped this
That's
year.
yeah. When
But Matters
Papali'i,
only played
yeah,
1.5 games.
Yeah.
and he's back on the bench.
Yeah.
Massive.
I don't think it's massive when you got Papali'i.
Like, I don't want
already
to
in
talk my team up, but like we weren't really a threat, but we are a threat.
it. Yeah. I think.
Threat of what? Beating the dogs? Fucking whoopie
No,
do.
a threat to win the premiership. You fucking. Right?
Mate, you homophobe.
Oh,
No, you're
Oh.
All right, moving on. Let's
Yeah.
get Knights Roosters. God, the matchups this weekend are fucking horrendous. If we're being honest, like, are we going to get a half decent game of footy?
No.
Probably not.
no.
Maybe one, maybe two. It's going to be another.
Raiders South's good game.
No, it's not.
We're going to
though.
see another Vlandis ball game where it's
Yeah.
the top four teams
Yeah, I
just
know.
fucking dominate everyone else.
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
Yeah, nice for Roosters.
Sam
Knights-
Oscar.
I'm praying that the Knights play well. I like the
just-
Knights. I want
yeah,
them to
I
play
think
well.
Knights is pretty much everyone's second team.
Knights
Everyone
have
loves
become
Fuck
my
no.
second team this
No.
year. Yeah, just because the team, like, they're
Bulldogs
so
are the
good.
second team because they fucking suck.
No, no,
Man,
but
we
like,
just support Para twice then.
That's a good one.
no,
Nah.
Fuck you.
I think Knights Knights are so volatile with their performances, like, and especially that's based off what Kalen Ponga does.
You wouldn't really want to purchase stocks. If Knights are a
Oh,
stock, you'd
shit.
If the Knights were the stock, oh god, you'd be fucked.
You'd be sweating every
You'd
game.
think you buy it a good time,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then you'd be fucked the
Yeah.
next day.
yeah.
No, I say yeah. Roosters. I think Roosters 13 plus. Another Sammy Walker masterclass on the cards. Maybe wouldn't mind it for Super Coach.
Oh yeah, I mean, he played very good on the weekend. Win that medal. I forgot the name of the medal, to be fair, but
The Anzac Day medal.
yeah, I'm not sure what the name.
It's got a
official
name, I'm
It's got an
pretty
official
sure.
name.
No shit, mate.
Well, yeah. Jordan said he forgot the name, and you go, oh, it's the Anzac Day medal. Yeah, cheers, you Darrow cunt.
You
All right.
absolutely. Like,
I think Knights, they've started off well.
yeah. Well,
Injuries
not
have
really.
got them, but they've sort of fallen off a cliff.
I think.
I still think.
they're-
I think
I think
they're
they
the team that's going to fill the eight still.
Yeah, I think the eight team.
I don't think they
I
are
think
anymore.
Piercy's going to come in with like a 4 to 6 game run into finals. They'll lift.
I mean, Blake
Kurt
Green
Mann-
is not bad.
I'm sorry, but I really like the Kurt Mann Pierce combo.
yeah.
When they're playing,
Yeah, but
when Pierce is
isn't
playing well, I think Kurt Mann's been exceptional the last
Yeah.
2 years.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like we're not saying like rep exceptional.
Like,
but
he's
I
been-
just
value,
yeah.
value, hard worker,
Yeah.
good short kicking game. He's
Yeah.
created a good long kicking game. He's a good runner of the ball. I think having Kalen there as a kicking option as well is really good.
yeah.
I really value that. Like having at least 3 kicking options because Brayley's not much of a
Yeah.
kicker from dummy half. If he can work on that, he'll be even fucking better than he is now.
He's a tackling machine.
Yeah, talk about a signing. Gee, Jaden Brayley.
Like he's second year
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like
he's
it,
injured
there.
all
Yeah,
the
I know,
time.
I know, I know. But like, he still had like.
Yeah, no, that's his fault that his ACL
Yeah.
just snapped. Tell him to go work on it next training session. Shut the fuck up, Chuck.
No,
Mate, he's been a great. He was a great signing when he went to the club. It was unlucky he did his ACL.
Yeah, but like he's not a new signing anymore.
He effectively is. He's played like 8 games.
Oh,
Does something smell like Chookers in here as well?
I think it could be my rap still there.
Oh, that's sorry. It's all this weird.
proudly presented by Chago Chago. Roosters 13 plus. Knights suck now. And,
Is Tedesco playing this week?
yeah, he's been named.
He's
but
been named.
probably
Yeah.
a late change up.
If he's changed, that means I have no fullbacks in Supercoach this week.
Tell us to Pat, you fucking spared.
Wait, what?
Perhaps
Pap's
out-
not playing this week either.
Yeah, I
That's what
know.
I'm saying. Did you
Do you
hold
sell?
on?
Do you
Oh,
sell
yeah.
Pap for,
Yeah, I sold-
for Turbo?
Yeah.
Fucking oath I did.
Yeah.
And I'm laughing.
It's sideways in a week though.
No, but
It's
I'm
not sideways because I've made 300k off.
Yeah,
How was that sideways?
because Turbo's price is gonna go up
I
What
saw-
was
I saw
Turbo's price at?
530
5:30.
And
Wait, Turbo was at 530. Oh
sideways.
shit! I'm reversing my trades.
Oh no, I've gotten sideways. I've made 300k.
No, no.
What? Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Knights suck. That's my comment.
No, I'm gonna go Roosters 1 to 12. Thanks.
Roosters 1 to 12.
Yeah.
Nah, don't back it.
You think
Warriors,
nuts?
Warriors cows. Game of the round, surely.
Like, don't talk shit. They're both a lot better than yours.
Yeah, to be fair. No, I think
Nah, I'm off this.
Warriors, like,
I fucking hate you, Chuck.
like Hard to say. Warriors are that definition of a fringe aider, and Cowboys are looking good.
How good was Reece Walsh?
He-
Debut.
Reece-
Kid's a freak.
Didn't like.
Is it me or does he look like he wore makeup or something? Like he looked like real.
What's wrong with being good looking, Judy?
Nah, he looked like I don't know. It's like
face?
yeah, he's good looking wrestler too.
Yeah, I reckon it's. I did like the move. Give him a bit of first grade footy.
No, I
Yeah.
did not like it, the move. I think like first
Man,
game. in,
RTS is leaving the club. If
Yeah, but-
honestly, if I was them, I'd be like, "Fuck it,
yeah,
you
but
can go
There's still
now."
a chance of making the 8 this.
I'd
this
let
season.
him go now. They're not winning a premiership this year.
Yeah, but
Tell RTS he can go play Union somewhere else and fuck off.
No. Yeah, but
No way.
Yeah, tell him if he wants to stay, then stay. If
No,
not, then
I
he can
think-
go.
I think
he's
you-
still a top 3
RTS,
fullback.
you got to show him all the respect.
Yeah, but why,
deserves
mate? They've
for
got
all
a
he's
plan
done.
for the future.
Okay,
Like,
Not a like that's pretty much the equivalent of what's doing that is the Roos putting Sawali at 1 and then putting Teddy on the wing. That's
Yeah.
pretty much
except
the equivalent.
Teddy's not leaving the fucking club. The you dumb cunt.
No, I know, but like why? They still can make the 8.
His point is saying it's detrimenting their team.
Yeah,
Make them
For 1 year to improve in the next 4 to 5.
yeah, but that,
One
What is-
player.
They're not a Tigers, Jongy. All right, they've actually got half a chance of making the 8. So
more than half a
why?
chance.
No, well, we'll get to the Tigers in a second because I'm very happy with this team list. Because if you go and see my comments on the West Tigers page, little forum, I said list this exact team 2 weeks ago.
Fucking get you a,
exact fucking team.
get you a couch.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I know. I'm not.
send,
even
send me that, and I'm
fucking-
gonna post it on the Instagram just to prove everyone. Strongy's a genius, Mystic Mac.
No, he's a genius at picking the team Madge puts out in the park. And I think Madge is a fucking potato.
2 weeks ago.
I think,
Team's fucking good this week.
Yeah,
It's got
but-
to turn up.
look, jokes, to be fair.
Isn't Joey Leilua back in?
Yeah, Joey's back, and
but-
and look, Jimmy Roberts. Jesus Christ, has been ordinary.
He's a sell. If,
Oh
if
my
you're a super
God.
coacher, he's a sell.
Yeah.
Oh, none of his price can go down too much more.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he's still
I
a
know.
sell.
Drop 40. I can't.
He's still a
sleep,
sell.
mate. I got trade, mate. I got trades I got to make, and one of those if Tommy's actually at 5:30, which I did not realize.
Yeah, he'll be there for one more week at 5:30, won't he?
Yeah, he's only played 2 games.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
price
But
rise.
he's a must-have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh.
think shit. I brought in
I think
Brayley.
I'm-
I was going to bring Clemmer this week because I don't know who else to go at front row forward.
Anyway, we sort of diverged.
Who are yours, Chucker?
My front rows.
Yeah.
I've got Christian Welch
Yeah, I had Welch and Tino as my front row
and
until Tino.
Takiyaho. But Takiyaho's on the bench, but I don't think his minutes will change.
I
that
sold
much.
Tino for JFH, and then I had Stefano. So I need to get another front rower in either way this week. So I may have to keep Connor Watson for one more week.
I'm keeping Connor Watson.
Yeah, he's my reserve hooker.
No, Jake Simpkins, my reserve hooker.
Anyway,
Put out 110 points in 2
Anyway,
weeks.
Cowboys to win in sort of like a grinder.
1 to
Grind
12.
off. Grind
Low
off.
1 to
Well, you're
12.
saying Cowboys to win away from home.
Yeah.
Yeah, they played pretty good.
They won away from home against the Raiders last week
Yeah.
Back the Warriors here.
Alrighty.
As well.
in a grind off.
Yeah.
It's going to be a grind off.
Tigers v Dragons.
I reckon this is a good.
I think,
this
yeah.
is a very good game for the Tigers to
I think this
rebound.
is. Mate,
Dragons look shit house.
Dragons have gone. Yeah, that's what I
They've
was
sort of
saying.
gone-
overrated. Like,
Notes
give-
from the review, which we didn't do much of a review this week. What's gone wrong for the Dragons?
Oh, he's looking
not
up the
too
racket.
sure. I think that they sort of. I mean, a bit volatile. Again, they sort of played their best few games in the early rounds, but Ben Hunt obviously not being there for
massive.
is massive.
He's back in this week.
Yes, he is back in this week, which is big, massive. But in terms of the game, I think
Clack.
Dragons still get up. Where are Tigers playing? They're playing at Homebush this week. I think I was going to talk about that. Do you think Tigers having 3 home grounds is a problem for them?
No, I think they've got no fan base, and
4th biggest fan base in the NRL, and only 3 clubs have turned a profit in the last 2 years.
I think no one gives a fuck about the Tigers.
Oh,
So
oh, no, sorry. 4 to 5 clubs have turned a profit in the last 2 years, and the Tigers are one of them. I don't think it's a problem, you fucking nothing. Before you start rattling off your opinion, look at the facts. The Tigers are the
no,
top.
hang
There's
on,
only
hang on.
5
Let
profitable
me say my
teams in the
reason.
NRL, and the Tigers are one of them, and they have the 4th biggest fan base and average in the top 6 most crowds. What are you on about?
Johnny, getting back to your question, I think they have.
No, I think you need to shut the fuck up.
I think they've got
If there was a camera here, I'd be getting an AVO. Thank God it's not. Gonna knock your fucking head in a second.
I've got a reason why they've got
It's in,
3 home
it's in
grounds.
Geelong. It's
What?
in
They're about
Geelong.
It's in fucking not Geelong. It's in Jubilee. It's in Jubilee.
Oh, Jubilee, right.
West Tigers have 3 home games, 3 home grounds,
Yeah.
because they're probably going
it's
to
a
get
fucking
relocated.
DMC,
They're going to get
mate.
relocated, and their team name won't have to change.
They're not
WA
getting
get it.
relocated.
Yeah, they are.
Leichhardt Tigers?
No, Western Australia Tigers, West Tigers.
Nah. Nah. Anyway,
yeah.
The no one gives a shit about Parramatta Eels. That
Yeah.
sounds good as well.
We got the most members in the comp, so
Oh, he's fought back.
No, you
Strong's been on
don't.
top of him for 2
How
rounds.
many
He's
members do you
hit him
have?
with an uppercut.
31,000.
Surely the Broncos have more.
No, it's Paris number 1 at the moment.
31,000 the most members in the NRL.
Yeah.
The most
Yeah,
in the
it's
AFL.
like
It's like 110,000.
110,000.
You can't even fit all the Richmond members into a fucking stadium.
Yeah, but
That is such a joke.
it's not a joke because NRL's a TV sport. I'll leave it at that.
True. It is true, but too fair, it is a joke.
Yeah, but
Membership.
it's professional sports also a money making industry, and clearly the NRL struggles to do that.
Yeah. Anyway, talking about Richmond, I think we move into the AFL.
Wait, no, we need our tips for.
Yeah, did we
Can
not-
we just go over the list? The Tigers have finally named Alex Twilight prop because
Oh,
clearly
yeah.
he has the ball playing skills of Dylan Brown's girlfriend. And James Tarmow starts at prop. Jake Simpkin, Luke Garner's back in the side on the edge. Joffa starting at 13. Thank God, because he runs hard and he plays the ball and he's actually looked good. Then Brooks stays with Dewey because everyone that wants fucking Jock Matt in the team knows fucking nothing about NRL. And then Joey Leilua is finally going to be on the edge with Noffa again. Who cares if they concede 20 points a game? Because when they do, Noffa scores fucking 4 tries anyway.
Defense wins comps. Defense wins comps.
Does it?
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah, it does it.
I don't
How's
think-
Paris defense going?
Not too bad.
Well, it's getting destroyed by a fucking 18-year-old in a Manly bathroom at the moment, isn't it?
I'll search up our points conceded.
Sorry, Dylan. We actually
love
we do like you.
We're equal second in defense.
Yeah, and where are you on the ladder? Not second. Oh, yeah. Wait, who's
We're
first?
second.
Who's first?
Penrith.
Penrith, you.
Oh my god. Are you all good?
I just don't. I've just watched the games. The ladder. It's round fucking 8 this week,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and St George is still in the top 8. What's going on? What is going on?
Anyway, we're going from one Saints to another.
Holy shit! In 7 weeks, the Panthers have conceded 44 points.
Yeah, it's a bit of a joke.
And no,
That
Eels
was
aren't. Eels have conceded equal fourth, by the way.
That one.
Eels have conceded equal fourth on 96. Storm 94. Roosters 96 as well. Yeah, so maybe learn to read, you illiterate fuck. Hey, but if
It's
we
a
go,
really
if we
aggressive
go all,
podcast.
or if we
What's
go
going
down
on
to
here?
the bottom, if we go down to the bottom of the ladder, the Tigers have conceded 218 points.
Yeah,
I think they've gone almost. I think we've gone 18 weeks conceding 20 plus.
Noffo and Leilua concede 20 on that edge.
You're not.
Yeah,
You're not our. Oh, wait, that
Fucking clown.
we've conceded 218, and our point differential is still 40 points less than the Doggies.
Oh god.
Actually, side note.
Hey,
Side
mate,
note. Do we actually think the Dogs are going to be good next year?
No.
Nah, they'll be better.
That'll be better.
Do you really think Matt Burton, Carl Flanagan's going to turn it around?
Is Matt Bowen going to the Dogs? I'm joking. This is a joke, mate. Okay.
That's not a joke because you both didn't know.
This has been a terrible, terrible.
Terrible.
Double T.
We've talked about Supercoach about 4 times while reviewing the NRL.
Let's move on to the AFL, Strongy. This is your
And Chuck, just for you, we got the results there as well.
Yeah, Chucker, you wanna lead it off? How about you? You be the facilitator.
Be
of
like
this
a
segment.
Fox Sports intro, like you know how they do the intros for sports, but do that for the results.
First game
just,
of the round.
Just one to start. Start with
Chuck.
one.
First game of the round.
GWS.
No, that's fucking shit. Do it again. Like an accent, like a North Irish accent, introducing 2 heavyweights.
Nah.
All right, I'll do.
What is happening?
GWS 65 versus Dogs 104.
Good game.
Thoughts on the game?
Giants went with the Doggies to the 3rd quarter.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you guys laughing?
Wait.
No, it was
That-
good.
that
It was
was
a good game. It was a cracking game. I mean, it was a low score until the third quarter. They kicked it was like 11 goals kicked in the fourth. Giants are a bit too young to go with the prime doggies at the moment.
Yeah, I think
But it was a good game. Cats Eagles 136-39.
Yeah, so it's just
Not a fucking chance I saw that coming.
what happened?
I had Eagles. I was tipping the Eagles so hard I fucking loaded the shit out of them.
I mean,
And they were up in the fucking first quarter. They led.
I've got a question for you, Strongy.
Yeah, what?
Eagles lacking leadership.
Well, the Eagles had Jeremy McGovern, Tom Barras, Liam Ryan, Josh Kennedy, and Yo and Shuey and Hearn out on the weekend. They
Yeah,
have
they've had a few-
over
yeah.
1,000 games in leadership
out, yeah.
out. So they're most in the AFL for games
So-
missing on the injury list.
So why on the notes is there Eagles lacking leadership? No shit
Because
they
they were.
are. No shit they are.
Yeah,
They got 1,000 games out.
Yeah, but
It was a fucking.
So is your point a young bloke should have stepped up?
No, the
that
point
the
is that the Eagles are still in their premiership window, and
Yeah.
they're still like a top 8. They're like a
Holy
a-
fuck,
a-
136-39.
They got pumped.
Hang on.
Mate, they scored 12 points after the first quarter.
Okay, I didn't see that.
They were
yeah.
getting daddy dicks, mate. And Geelong's been bang average.
Yeah,
Geelong's been so average the last 3 weeks.
yeah, you
And
would
the-
have thought like Geelong's been.
No, I thought the Eagles were like paying $3. I was like, holy shit, that's overs. What's going on?
Yeah, fuck.
And I backed him. But no, I think there's a bit. I do agree. Like Shannon Hearn's former captain, Shuey's current captain, having 2 players in your leadership group out
Yeah.
shouldn't mean that you lose by 97 points.
Yeah, I just.
So it's a bit concerning because you don't usually talk about it much in any sport. It's like, oh, where are the leaders? You just assume all pro athletes should be good leaders.
for sure.
But it seems like there actually may be a leadership problem at the West Coast Eagles because
Yeah.
you should have players stepping up there and being leaders and leading from the front. It's not about leading with like your words. You got to start leading with your actions in a game like that.
Yeah.
And they didn't. They got fucking
Yeah,
pumped.
I don't think anyone saw that coming. To be fair,
That's like what in the NRL? If you concede 50 points, you can't win the premiership.
that's pretty.
Imagine losing by 97 points
And it's
and
not
then
even-
going on to win. That'd
Not
be
even a team that was like, just like pumping every team. It was the Cats who.
Cats were playing
struggling.
shit. Cats have barely scored any goal. They've just been shit.
Yeah.
They've just been so fucking ordinary.
And-
Gold Coast Swans.
Your boys, what is
Swans
happening?
third on the injury list for games out.
Yeah.
Different to West Coast. Swans were fine. We talked about this before.
Yeah.
What happens when Swans lose a game? Goes on, but they didn't just lose a game. They lost key players.
To Gold Coast.
No, in
To
the
Gold
week
Coast,
before.
though.
No, the week before.
No,
that
wait.
was-
So we talked about it 2 weeks.
before GWS?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
And they
before
lost
that
to
was
that,
the
didn't they?
Bombers. They lost to GWS in the last 30 seconds.
And there was a tight one against.
It was a very
Essendon.
a tight one against Essendon. We talked about if they lost a game, they may lose a string and
Yeah.
they may struggle to get the form. I'm not so worried about how they played changed,
Yeah.
but I think it was also a symptom of how many people they had out. They've got over 1,000 games in of experience on the sideline as well.
Yeah.
Buddy's out, Tom Hickey's out, Dane Rampy's out, Tom McCartan's out.
How long's Buddy out for?
Like 2 to 3 weeks. He's got bruise on his knee, so there's nothing to do with his body. It's
Body,
just
yeah,
an
okay.
impact injury.
Okay.
But the Swans need those players back. When you have such a young team and you're flying and you lose that much, and even players who played 100 games,
Yeah.
like 100 games in a squad like the Swans, like 100 games is basically like 200, 300 game
Yeah,
players,
yeah.
some of those blokes.
Yeah.
Because there's just so many guys on that team had played less than 20 or 30 matches. So the Swans need some leadership back. I still got them in the 8.
Yeah.
At the
Massive game this weekend for them.
against the Cats. I think they'll probably lose, but I think if they turn up better than they do, who knows? It's the SCG. It could be a surprise.
Yeah,
Swans
home
could
game.
kick back against on a red hot Geelong. Carlton Brisbane. Another what if for Brisbane this last week. What if for Carlton
Yeah.
last week?
Well, I think we talked about where
Where
sitting
Carlton's at.
last week. Improvement from where they were at, or
I mean, yeah, you'd rather lose 85 to
Yeah.
103 than get spanked by 40 points.
yeah, for sure.
But still, like, when are they going to go on with the game?
From,
Yeah.
from what I've seen, are Brisbane like a slut for a good close game?
Yeah, almost as slutters deep out in the fucking bathroom room on Saturday night. No, I think Brisbane.
Close ones, haven't they?
Brisbane are
Yeah,
a
they
bit
have
far.
been.
Lockie Neal's now out for 8 to 12 weeks. Would have been a Brownlow favourite for a lot.
Yeah.
So he's a big loss. Who do they
Lachie
replace
Neale.
him with? Yeah, Lockie Neal.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I mean, the other
Brisbane.
boys have to step up, McCluggage and
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of showing right now for Brisbane that letting Steph Martin go was probably a bad op.
yeah.
Went from playing 2 ruckman to playing
Talking
1.
about letting players go. Fucking West Tigers are good at that.
Yeah, but we just don't want fucking gronks like Ryan Madison at our club. Ryan, if you come on the podcast, feel free to tell us why you left the Tigers. Not that it will change my opinion of you, just may as well want to know. Same with you, Joshy Alleyway. I used to love you, but you're a fucking dirty prick now.
Melbourne Richmond,
Richmond.
82 to 48.
Surely we edit that last couple bits out. We're kind of minusing the people that could come on now.
Melbourne in the hunt.
Melbourne are in the hunt, mate.
Melbourne are in the hunt.
Oh, that was on the fucking notes as well. Come up with your own questions, you goo cunt.
Doesn't watch it. That's the problem.
Yeah, so Melbourne looked really good. A almost 40 point victory over Richmond. I'm a bit concerned with Richmond's form.
Is
Richmond?
Richmond's premiership time over?
Side. Yeah, Richmond.
Yeah, it is the flip side, I reckon. So now it becomes a question of, I think the next couple of years will be, can Damien Hardwick reinvent himself?
Yeah.
Because it seems a bit like Richmond haven't reinvented themselves.
Yeah,
this
especially
year.
with the rule
And
changes.
with the
that
rule
came in.
changes, they maybe if the rules stay the same and the way the game was played would stay the same, they didn't have to, and they would be top 4 lock.
Yep.
We'd see them deep in September.
Mm.
But this year, I think I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Richmond in week 3 of the finals.
Yeah.
Just with the way Port, Dogs, Melbourne, and that lot are going,
Yeah.
it'll be surprising. Freo North cracker at Optus.
North Melbourne are a waste of oxygen.
North Melbourne, see ya in Tassie. Talk about a relocation.
Yeah.
Nah, I love
great.
North. North are my second team. They're trash though. Freo turn it up when they want to at the
Yeah.
moment. They're a pretty young side. They've got a little improving to do.
Yeah.
Apparently the Dockers lost $1 million because of the Perth shutdown. The game on the weekend was
legit?
going to bring in $1 million in revenue.
Jesus.
So talk about WA, pull your finger out your fucking ass. 3 cases is not lockdown worthy, you pricks.
I mean,
Uh,
yeah. Yeah. I don't want to go into that.
Hawk, you don't want to go into Arjun wants to stay away from political statements.
Yeah.
Dictator Johnny.
I'll get into it then. Yeah, that's a fucking joke.
Hawks Crows, that was a gun game.
That was so. I was watching that.
Adelaide kicked like
14
14 straight goals.
Oh my
14.
God.
No behind, not a rush
14
behind, no
straight.
not a point.
They were up by so much at
like
half
unanswered.
time.
14.
No, like goals. Like
Without
just
behind.
Without
Yeah,
a behind.
no behinds.
Which
Mate.
is the most, like, it
Without
broke a
a
record. Like, the game's been around for like 150 years and it broke the record. It was insane.
I was watching that. I was like, mate, Crows are they're gonna absolutely dominate, and then just sort of like turned it off a little bit.
Yeah. And they'd go, I
And
know.
I was watching the live, like, you know, how it has the bar. Just kept creeping back up to the middle, and I was like, oh no,
Yeah.
it's gonna be tight.
back
Winviz.
the Crows.
Yeah,
I thought the
Winviz
Crows,
Winviz is fucking.
Hawks were good though.
Hawks did play
Hawks
well.
to come out and get a win over the Crows was good.
Yeah.
Couple really big goal kick. Jack Kozowski, I think that's how you say it, for Hawks. Kicked
Zowski in the NRL.
kicked 5 or 6 goals, had a
Yeah,
blinder,
he
and
did.
then debutant Thilthorpe, I don't know how the fuck you say it. I don't know. Is it?
Dilthorpe?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's that.
I think it's
He
still.
he kicked 5 goals, had about 15 and 20 touches in
Yeah.
his first game. He
It was
went
very good, David.
he went top 5 in the draft, so
Yeah.
he's a good player to watch.
Yeah.
Pies Essendon, Pies
that
put another
day.
fucking abysmal
I just want to
performance.
give a shout out to Australia. Largest crowd since COVID in the world.
Yeah,
78,000.
85 or something.
Oh,
78, 80.
78. Well done, Australia.
That's like 5 NRL games on the weekend.
That's like 50 Leichhardt games.
Actually, do you know how many people went to the SCG?
37,000.
37. That's like that's a home and away game for the Swans. Nah, fuck you not. You'll probably see 37,000
Yeah.
on the weekend.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, NRL, especially SCG, is very hard to watch NRL. But
Yeah, it is. It's difficult.
anyway,
No, but it was look, Collingwood going into the fourth quarter looked like they were playing their game, high on contest possessions, picking their way through.
yeah, I mean Essendon were pretty poor in front of goal in that first
Yeah.
first half. first half into third quarter. But
But it was just a bit of a seesawing affair, would you say?
yeah, it was good.
Chuck,
It was good
Chuck,
to
any
watch.
thoughts on the game?
Nathan is on the ropes.
Who's Nathan?
Nathan Buckley.
Oh, thanks for clarifying that, Chuck. You know his first name. Yeah, Bucks is in a bit of a predicament.
I mean, I think they showed a lot more
only-
promise on the weekend.
After 5 or 7 years, only 3 coaches have ever gone on to win a premiership.
Mm.
Bucks is in his 10th year as coach, and they have not won a premiership
How many times they've been to the grand final twice?
once
That
with Buckley
once with Buckley. Yeah,
One. That was
against
against-
Eagles.
against West Coast.
Yeah.
So I think there's a bit of question marks there. Shout out Darcy Parish, 40 disposals
Yeah,
on
geez,
Anzac Day.
that's a
That is a
massive
fucking mammoth
effort.
effort.
Is
Yeah.
that the most ever?
I don't know. Didn't do it
I-
like Tommy Mitchell. Actually
Yeah.
got his head over the ball like a real fucking man. Good on him.
What was that? There was some drama about man of the match award at the end.
Oh yeah, that slut could like.
No, that was in the Melbourne game. They didn't
that the
tell it.
Melbourne game?
Yeah, Melbourne
Oh,
Richmond. They
okay.
didn't know who got the medal, and of course it was Christian Petrarca,
Petrarca, yeah.
the most damaging player in the AFL at the moment.
Yeah.
He's a fucking freak, and he's
Besides Damien Martin.
he's
Who?
Damien Martin. Oh no, Dusty Martin.
Damien. Yeah, as they call him around the club. I mean, Dusty was concussed on the
Sorry,
weekend,
Dusty,
Chuck.
No.
Isn't Damien Martin a
Cricketer.
cricketer? Yeah.
Yeah, no, Dusty Martin.
Yeah, and Shane Warne had a blinder.
Marnus
sorry,
is playing good, eh? Marnus is kicking well.
Yeah, I think Bucks. I think there needs to be a decision there sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
So it's a bit
No
interesting.
Yeah.
Chuck, you fucking nuffy.
Do you think going in the last game, Port v Saints? Do you think Port are on for the premiership this season?
Yeah, they are again.
Uh,
They're playing good footy and they're
Very
dominating at home.
yeah.
Saints on the other end of the ladder from where everyone thought they would be.
Mm.
It's given me big old 2019 Melbourne vibes after Melbourne went to the prelim, lost to
Yeah.
West Coast.
Yeah.
It's given me big, like, you may have gone up the ladder a bit too early,
Yeah.
especially in the year that happened.
Mm.
The Saints just look like a different team, and they're not looking to work hard defensively, and it's really showing. And they're
Yeah.
just getting burnt on two-way running. And there's some players on big bucks that aren't performing. Brad Hill.
Is it, what needs to? Is it a roster change or is it coaching or what? What needs
No,
to
the
change?
coaching works, and it's clear that Rats is a good man manager.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think honestly, it's one of those things where it's just effort.
Yeah.
It continually looks like it's just effort for the Saints. So why it's not there, who knows? Some people were even suggesting they need to go back into a hub, which
I think hubs are very beneficial for teams. Honestly.
especially the ones that don't have missos, then they're not whip dogs. So D-Bags is gone.
Oh, we haven't identified. What was it? A misso?
No, it was not a misso.
Oh.
Because Chuck was chatting her up before. She said, "Nah, I like my men with the normal amount of chromosomes."
What do you reckon Chuck's go-to line would have been? You rated Paris' performance on the week. Is that your go-to line?
Nah, it'd probably be, "Hi, I'm Chaka." look at the package I got today. It shows you fucking vape.
All right, let's roll off the
AFL.
next games.
That is the last game.
next game.
We'll run through the tips.
Yeah.
Richmond v Dogs.
Doggies.
Yeah.
Dogs,
Dogs.
We'll let Chucker tip first. Collingwood versus Gold Coast.
Gold Coast, Collingwood suck.
Yeah.
Collingwood.
I'm gonna go Gold Coast away from home. Adelaide v GWS.
Oh, Adelaide.
Adelaide.
Texie Walker, I reckon he
He's
Kicks
been good,
like
hasn't
that.
he?
I'm in love with Tex
Yeah.
Walker.
Oh.
Used to fucking hate the prick, and then he just copped so much stiff from Kane Collins, and now
Now he's
Kane
back.
Collins should
Yeah.
get fucking off
Saints
himself.
vs Hawks.
Saints v Hawks. I think Hawks.
Fuck, the talk about game of the round, that's fucking shit.
Hawks 24 plus.
Nah, I think Saints will get a bounce back win.
Ooh. Hawks did play well though. Brisbane v Port.
Port
Port in a close one.
in a close one at the Gabba. That'll be a cracking game.
Yeah, I'm gonna still go Port, even though it's at the Gabba. Your boys v Geelong.
Swans.
Swannies. Nah, I'm gonna go Geelong.
Swans at home.
I'm going to go Geelong in a close one.
Oh, back backing against your own team.
That is a
That's
fucking
audacious.
Mate, you back your own team and you fucking get upset. Trust me.
I
It's
back
happened
Melbourne.
6 times
I
this
back
season.
Melbourne every week, but anyway, North VDs.
You also think that Billy Slater's still playing?
No, I don't. Yeah, North VDs.
D's in a
D's.
rape.
D's.
Rape.
Yeah.
D's
I would
in a
love
fucking rape.
a record to be broken. Most points ever conceded. I wouldn't mind seeing like 50 goals kicked. I wouldn't just like there was a game like when the D's played Geelong and Geelong scored 236
Yeah.
points and D's scored like less than 4 goals. This was like 2011 and it was like the biggest winning margin of all time, like top 5. I wouldn't mind seeing that this weekend.
Oh, when the game's not close, you want to see those types of massive scores. Essendon v Blues. I'm gonna go Bombers.
I'm gonna go Blues.
I'll go Carlton just.
Yeah, I don't mind that adjust call. I think Carlton will play well.
Yeah. Okay. And last of all,
The Western Derby.
Western Derby.
It's going to be big.
West Coast v Freo.
No
I'm gonna
way.
Is there
go.
no crowd still?
No, there'll be crowds back. Oh, it'll be packed out. It'll be like 60,000, 50, 60,000.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like,
Oh, yeah. The game won't be.
no.
Underwhelming if you go for the Dockers.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Yeah. Yeah. West Coast.
West
I think
Coast.
bounce
West
back.
Coast bounce back. And
Nick Nat
or
put some effort in.
Freo slap West Coast around for the second week in a row. Could go
It could
either
happen.
way. Could go either way, I'd say.
It could. Solid. I think that wraps it up.
That wraps it up. Yeah.
No, pretty much wraps it up. I want to thank our sponsors again, Scape and Connection to Sport, for supporting us. Again, I'll leave those links in the description for helping. Thank them for supporting us. Bit of a tongue twister there. Strongy, Chuck, thanks for joining us today.
All good. If you need somewhere to stay, some accommodation, call up Scape.
Call up Scape, yes, indeed. And if
Would
you
Escape do accommodation?
Scape student housing, mate,
Student housing,
Yeah.
is it?
it's real good. I
Is
say
that, that's probably where D-Bags went to after. Oh,
Dylan, please come on our podcast. If you don't listen to them. Again, we'll leave all clips on Instagram. Give that a follow. YouTube and Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Give those things a follow. And see you guys next week.